Good evening, I'm Melissa Khan with your Friday, March 5th edition of News in Depth. First up, a doctor and two nurses from the New Amsterdam Hospital were suspended following the deaths of a mother and a newborn baby girl last weekend. Here is that report.
Health Minister Dr. Frank Anthony said following an investigation launched by the ministry, a doctor and two nurses seemed to be negligent and his ministry has taken a decision to suspend them. Vanessa Lewis and her full-term baby girl died hours apart at the New Amsterdam and Georgetown hospitals.
And based on that report, we strongly believe that the doctor who was in charge of the patient seemed to be negligent, and we also believe that the nurses who was involved were also negligent. Based on these findings that was issued by this committee, I'm taking immediate steps to suspend that doctor who was involved in this case and two of the nurses who were involved. And we will have some follow-up actions that we would announce later on. But as of now, the doctor who was in charge and two of the nurses have been suspended.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Could I also ask you for an update on the filaria campaign?
Well, with filaria, as you know, we had started in Region 4 and Region 3, and we're...
Her grieving mother, Clarice Cecil, speaking with reporters, recounted her daughter's dreadful delivery.
Then they give the baby, they said the baby squeezed, the head squeezed, all two sides of the head denting. They squeeze the baby head, like they clamp the baby and pull out the baby by force, take out she womb, she kidney all damaged up. And them rush at it at the same time and can't give she the injection for last. So she says they cut she just around, she pressure fly up her head. And that what makes she blood all run out she mouth and she dead.
That prompted an immediate investigation by the Ministry of Health. Minister Anthony said there will be some follow-up actions which will be announced later on.
More news after this break. Stay with us.
It's your new secret. The all-in-one weapon for perfecting imperfections and capturing flawless skin. A lot of brands forget women of color or just don't understand that we come in all shades. From caramel to ebony, there's such a range. Iman Cosmetics is for every woman and features a line of skincare products and cosmetics including 16 foundation shades, powder, concealer, lipstick, blush, eyeshadow, highlighter, and BB cream. Visit us at Lot 75 Swamp Section, Rosal Town. That's behind the market. Or call 337-4422 or 688-9249.
Family violence is violence directed at another family member.
It can be physical, verbal, sexual, and more. Family violence leads to despair, destruction, and death.
It can happen to both men and especially women from any background. Children are especially vulnerable. And the stress and isolation due to the COVID-19 pandemic can increase family violence. Family violence is illegal in Guyana. If you or someone you know is experiencing gender-based violence, family-based violence, or sexual harassment, contact the Women and Gender Equality Commission at 231-5276 or 231-5298.
Or put an anonymous note in the post office boxes at the Guyana Human Rights Commission Building, the Guyana Post Office Corporation, the National Library, the Georgetown Public Hospital, and the University of Guyana.
One dead, one critical in hospital following an accident on the Berbice River Bridge access road. Dead is VJ Jaigubin of Lot 2C Bad Settlement, while his wife, Alisa Jaigubin, remains in a critical condition at the New Amsterdam Hospital. The police are reporting that the car was driven by 33-year-old VJ Jaigubin, who lost control of the vehicle and collided with a concrete culvert and ended up in a nearby trench. They were both rushed to the New Amsterdam Public Hospital in an unconscious state. VJ Jacobin was pronounced dead on arrival while his wife Elisa Jacobin is hospitalized in an unconscious state at the New Amsterdam hospital. The couple were the only occupants of the car at the time of the accident. The police investigations are ongoing. Melissa Carr, News in Depth.
Range. Iman Cosmetics is for every woman and features a line of skincare products and cosmetics including 16 foundation shades, powder, concealer, lipstick, blush, eyeshadow, highlighter and BB cream. Visit us at Lot 75 Swamp Section, Rosal Town. That's behind the market. Or call 337-4422 or 688-9249. Shh.
Sexual harassment is any unwelcome act, comment, gesture, or physical contact.
Street harassment is sexual harassment, but it is no joke. A woman's dress or behavior must not cause sexual harassment.
Sexual harassment is unacceptable, unwanted, unfair, and unlawful.
And in our COVID-19 crisis, the risk of violence and sexual harassment is even higher.
If you or someone you know is experiencing gender-based violence, family-based violence, or sexual harassment, contact the Women and Gender Equality Commission at 231-5276 or 231-5298.
Or put an anonymous note in the post office boxes at the Guyana Human Rights Commission Building, the Guyana Post Office Corporation, the National Library, the Georgetown Public Hospital, and the University of Guyana.
Welcome back. Rebranding and reorganizing on the cards for the Guyana Police Force, said President Ali. More in this report.
You have the best structure, but the worst brand, President Ali tells Police Officers Conference. The President explained that the force must undertake restructuring, repositioning, rebranding, reorganizing, retooling, reengineering, and repairing of its image and service delivery.
Perceive, we have to repair relationships. We have to repair relationships. We have to repair the organizational structure. And we have to repair our brand. Repairing this must be guided by professionalism, must be guided by people, and must be guided by patriotism. I am not asking you to do anything extraordinary, but to understand what are the principal values of a country. You have a right and a duty to defend democracy.
The President said he wants the best for the Guyana Police Force.
I want the best for the force. I will support the best for the force. I'll work every day to get the best outcome. But there are some boundaries that inherently all of us must swear to uphold and protect. There is no compromise on those principles and boundaries. So professionalism, people, and patriotism, critical for success. All of this would equal to redefining us. The end of this conference must see a freshness, people focus, effective, and adaptable force, a lean and adaptable force.
The President told officers that his government is in partnership with the police to achieve one goal: better service to the people of our country.
And that has brought us to the end of our news for tonight. For these and other stories, visit our website at rdproductiongy.com or our Facebook and Instagram page at Royston Driggs Production. On behalf of our news team, thank you for joining us and do have a safe weekend. Good night.